Hey everybody, this is Randy with Carchaeology, and I've got a really interesting car to share with you and a fantastic backstory. You can see it on the screen back behind me. It's a T-bucket that was built in the 1970s. It's a fiberglass-bodied car that at first I thought might be one of the Fuller Volks Ts built by Kent Fuller of Top Fuel Dragster fame. As we started looking closer at it when it was found out in the hills, something wasn't quite right about it. I compared photos of it to the old Rod and Custom magazine article back in the day. There were blueprints that showed how to build one, and this one wasn't quite right. But some further looking online came up photos of this exact car taken in the 1970s by the original builder of the car. And we chased this guy down. We found photos of him building the car. That's him sitting on the frame back in about 1977 or so. And we've contacted him. And he knows we have the car. He's actually on his way here now to see the car for the first time in 32 years. This is going to be killer. Watch this.
Randy.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome. Thanks for coming all the way out.
You betcha. It's a long drive. I live a long way away.
So you're ready to see this thing?
I've been chomping at a bit ever since you called me.
So the last picture in your head of it, is it basically like the ones that you had posted?
Yeah, the brown. Yeah,
the brown
color.
All right,
yeah.
well then let's go see what it looks like today. He's going to see this car in just a minute for the first time in 32 years. Every car builder out there is going to be looking at this guy's face and wondering what's going through his head. Because I know every car I've built and sent out there into the world, they go away, they're gone, and you always wonder where they're at. And Gary's going to find out where one of his creations has been. So
well, the only thing I can ask at this point is, am I really that short?
Well, is that better?
Yeah, that's a little better.
All right. All right, Gary, let's go inside here and let's get some reaction.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's it.
I remember
crap.
that. Wow, look at that. I remember that.
Oh, man.
So what do you
Yeah,
what do you
about
think,
to
Gary?
cry. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, man, this thing brings back memories. No shit. Oh, man. Oh, that was pretty smart. Somebody put a step on it.
So
of course, that
was-
never bothered me because the thing sat so low. I liked it low like that, so
Right.
I could just, can't get in there now. I'm too old. Oh, God, that just knocks me on my feet, man. Oh, jeez Louise. Man, this thing, I had a lot of history in there. Man, this is amazing. This is so amazing. There's that old stock Volkswagen gas tank.
It's amazing that it still exists.
Yeah, that's the thing that surprises the heck out of me. And it's not in that bad a shape. You take the roof off, which I did often.
Oh, it looks great with the roof off.
Yeah, you take the roof
does,
off because
yeah.
the roof looks like the thing has got the most damage to it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just so amazed. I can't believe this is my old car. This is just too unreal. Hey, but this really, I forgot how neat this thing was.
Let me get this.
Oh man. There's my bubblegum welds.
So what do you think, Gary?
Does it still fit?
Well, I'm only about 50 pounds heavier. I was only 135 pounds when I built this. Now I'm 180, so. Gosh. I'm just so flabbergasted at this. I am so glad you called me, man. Just.
Oh, we should fire the thing up and
Oh, really?
pull it out of here.
Really?
It should go, right?
Are you serious?
Well, it's a car. You got to drive it. Isn't that the way it works?
Well, I'm
sure.
going to give it a shot. Hope I don't run into you. Get out of the way.
Yeah, move out of the way.
One more time. I just can't. I can't tell you.
Well,
I just can't tell you.
My big
how
question
happy I am
for you
about
is
it.
it something that you want to have back?
Oh God, I'd love to have it back, because I'd fix all the things that I didn't like about it. I'd fix all the things that I didn't like about it.
Because quite honestly, I think if anybody should have this car, it should be you.
I actually didn't weld too bad in them days, did I? It's all arc welded, you know. It's all actually arc welded.
Nothing's broken
a lot
apart
of
on it.
porosity in it. But, you know, saving grace is, I don't want to tell you this, but show you how hillbilly I am. That's regular Schedule 40 pipe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those are Schedule 40 pipe. Yeah.
Well, I went and bought conduit to make these.
Yeah,
So.
that's actually Schedule 40 pipe, and I just welded studs inside them, and then just put the jam nuts on and whatever, you know.
They held up great.
Yeah, they seem to have, huh? For all this time. I'm just amazed. Yeah, I'd love to have it back, but I don't have no money right now. I got so many projects going on. I can't afford
I know
to
how
buy
that
it.
goes.
But
Well, maybe you got something we can horse trade.
yeah,
or
you'd have to
something
come
like
all the way
that.
out to my house and
It's,
see what I got.
So, Gary, what do you think?
It's intense. I'm not a real emotional guy, but this almost made me cry.
I thought I saw a little tear coming out there.
I've never seen another car that I ever built, bike, whatever, and this is the first thing I've ever built that I've seen again, and I'm just flabbergasted after all these years that it's still in one piece. You know, it didn't get cut up, torn down, and sold off for parts. I'd love to have this back again.
Well, I'd like to see you have it, and I think there's got to be some way we can work that out.
Yeah, I'd love to have it back, because I fix a lot of the stuff that I don't like about it. But like I said, 30 years ago, I'm 65 this Saturday, so 30 years ago, I was only in my 30s. I didn't know diddly shit about anything back then, you know?
Well,
So,
you knew enough to build a badass looking little car. I got to tell you, Gary, I love this thing. I think it is a really good looking ride.
it was fun.
I love seeing the picture of you sitting on the frame back in the day, and to compare that to this photo right now is really cool, because this is what it's all about.
I always wonder to myself when things like this happen, you know, I wonder how many people this kind of a situation happens to. You know, I mean, like real well-known cars, you know, like Greer Black and Prudhomme Dragster or something like that.
Sure.
You know, they're not going to cut that all up unless it got in a wreck.
Right.
So, I mean, the guys will see that again. But just average jokers like me, I mean, to see something they built so long ago and it's still in one piece.
It was an opportunity I absolutely couldn't pass up. Well, Gary, I thank you so much for coming out here.
I thank you.
It made my day to see the look on your face seeing this thing.
Oh, that was intense. I don't know if this ever, I've never had this kind of an experience before, so it's completely new to me, you know.
Well, it's pretty new to me too, but I think of all the cars that I've built back in the day and what it would be like to see them again. I mean, there's a car I built back in the 80s that if, I don't know, I'd lose it if I saw the thing again.
I know, there's so many emotions wrapped up, because it's not like you just bought this Volkswagen or something, you know.
Right.
And you've seen it again. Oh, that's my Volkswagen. I've seen cars that I've bought before, you know, crooked license plate in the back. Hey, that's my old car,
Right.
you know. But not something you've worked for a year building and cutting yourself and bleeding and, you know.
Got blood on the frame.
Yeah, you know. It's
Well, awesome. Well,
awesome.
It was cool to see the reunion of you and your machine.
I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. Well, cool. Thanks very much, Gary.
Thank you, man.
Well, that was totally cool, and the look on Gary's face was absolutely priceless. To put him and this machine back together again after 32 years apart is not a day that this man's going to forget anytime soon. I'm really glad I was able to put together a video to share with everybody, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did doing it. To me, that's what Carchaeology is about. It's not about making a bunch of money off of something or turning it into something that it never was. It's about finding a car, digging up the history of it, and seeing to it that it gets back into the hands of the people that it means the most to. So if you've got a car that you've lost long ago and would love to have again, tell us about it. Maybe we can find it. Maybe we can put you and that machine back together again. Or if you see a car that's got a really interesting history that you think should be shared with the world, tell us about it. You can find us on Facebook and through Carchaeology.com. I'm really glad that you took the time to watch this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching.